What's up, guys? It's TracyMitchellVA with ThisIs50.com, and I'm with my beautiful special guest, and her name is Noelle.
Hi.
All bad.
It's all bad.
Why is it all bad?
The song is really about, like, you know, every woman's like relationship that's kind of toxic or dysfunctional. It's kind of like when you're in limbo, when you want to leave, but you also want to stay, and you don't really know what to do. So then you're kind of just, everything's just bad. So
how relevant is this to your real life?
Well, this came from an actual toxic relationship that I was in. I'm no longer in, thank God. And at the time, I didn't want to write about it because it was like too
personal.
Yeah. But then once I got out of it and I like reflected on it, it was much easier.
Yes.
So then I wrote after the fact, but remembering everything.
How long have you been doing this music thing for? Like, how long does this go back?
Like, I started singing the national anthem at my high school when I was in like 9th grade. And that's how I really got started. I mean, I started in church, obviously, like a lot of people. And then I did the Star Spangled Banner, and then I went to a girl group, and then I moved. That girl group fell through.
You went to a girl group?
Yeah.
What was it called?
It was called, it was called Fatal Attraction. Yeah.
Damn. What a name.
All right.
Do you resonate with that at all?
Yeah, it was, you know what? They showed me they were the first people to show me like how the industry is, because it's super professional. Like, they booked us sessions, and every single session we would have a writer, a producer, we would have, like, they already had our parts written for us and stuff. So they kind of showed me of the industry. It also showed me that's not how I wanted to do things.
What was it about the girl group that, okay, is it true, first off, like how hard it is being in a girl group?
Yes.
The different personalities, having to spend so much time together. What was the worst part for you, and the best part? There
was 2 girls, it was 4 of us, there was 2 girls who did not like each other. So all they did was argue and fight, and that for me, I hated it, because I'm like, all right, we can't really do what we need to do, and it's always like that tension and everything. That's what I didn't like. So I usually get along with people, so I'm like, I can't really mediate this. Like, I'm working.
What would you do? Were you mediating? Were you just
I tried to mediate, and but they were both headstrong, and you know, they Baltimore natives, very,
oh God,
you know, they was like, no, we don't want to hear nothing. You got to say Noel.
Yeah.
Like, and then I think they end up like fighting or something like that eventually.
Oh my God, how'd that make you feel?
I was just thinking about like,
I'm going solo.
Yeah. It's my 2 weeks notice.
Right, it's over with. We're done. We're out of here. So, you know, we're in 2023 right now. How has your life changed so far this year?
You know what? It hasn't changed so much. It's just, so I'm in school. I'm an environmental science major. I'm in school online, and so I'm just balancing school and music. I just started a new term January 2nd. So coming into the new year was like straight to work. There was no fun, no play, no none of that.
How do you get in the studio? How do you find time to make music?
I plan my days out accordingly. Like, I'll go to the studio like 3 days a week, and then the other 3 I'll do music, and then one day I'll have like a me day, kind of, if I can get that.
Okay, so what do you like? How about like your passions? Like, how do you break it down? Which one are you more passionate for, like with the schooling or your music?
Definitely music. I'm definitely more passionate about music. I do love school, and I like science, and I like nature, and that's why I am an environmental science major.
Oh my God.
And I like learning. I just love it so much. So,
that is so cool. Do you ever like get inspired with like what Megan Thee Stallion is doing, and like how she would have
I love that.
on the beach?
Yup.
Do you see yourself doing something like that?
Yes. Yeah. We already talked about it. Like, I want to do a lot of Earth Day events and stuff like that, especially because my actual major is saving the earth. Like,
oh my God.
Protecting the water, like the aquatic animals and people.
Yes.
Like, my major is hydrology,
okay, which
is like the study of water. So like what happened in Flint, Michigan was one of the things like a hydrologist could have and should have caught that and stuff before it happened. So that kind of stuff, and making sure it's safe for animals.
That's a balance. I mean, I feel like that could help with your career, because like being in the environment and being outside brings you peace. So I'm sure like you're able to be in the studio, then also like be outside and just have that good balance.
My 2 pieces.
For sure. So when you first started releasing music, you said that you were doing the Star Spangled Banner. How do people respond to you, first off?
Well, I think when it was in high school, it was easy because it was like friends. It was like, you know, your friends go hard regardless. And when you're in high school, it's like, I come from a small town, small high school, so everybody's kind of like your friend. So it was really easy. It wasn't until I got out and started recording that I started getting different responses. And I was just like, okay, you know, you gotta have tough skin, just because like there's going to be people who like you, and there's going to be people who don't like you.
Were you never scared though to put yourself out there?
No, I think at first, like, I used to be scared when I was young because I was always really shy. But then it was easy because I got into it with a girl group. So it's like we have all of us. So then when I started to go solo, I had already gained a little bit of confidence and stuff like that. And then I try to always remember, like, there's going to be people who like you, don't like you, and some people who just don't care about you. So it's like, I think remembering that and not taking it personally is really important. So
walk us through your journey. So you were at school, the girl group. How did you move forward from there? When did you first get into studio? Was it somebody that inspired you to do it?
Yeah, so I had a childhood acquaintance, and he was like a church boy, and he would record gospel music in the studio. And one day he heard me singing the Star Spangled Banner, and he was like, look, he was like maybe 2 years older than me. He was like, I want you to come. I just want to see how you are in the studio. He was like, I think you would do good. And then he put me in the studio. I was so nervous. But it was just us, so it was easy. It wasn't like a bunch of people watching me. And then he kind of like taught me how to record.
How about writing a song? Like, was that hard for you?
No, that was the easiest part. And I think it's because I started writing before I started singing. I would be young in my notebook writing songs, and my mom would always be like, what is this?
My favorite song of yours is Deserve. It's a sample.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that, too?
Yeah, it's a Tank Deserve sample.
What made you want to do that?
I mean, I think, like, women don't take accountability often. Well, some do. I think some don't. I have a lot of friends and family members who are very, like, stubborn, and it's hard because that song is really saying, like, you know, I think, like, I need to clean my act up. I need to be better for you. Like,
right.
And, like, at first it's talking about, am I deserving of love and all that? And then it's like, I need to get my shit together because I have a good man now.
Do you feel like that's where you find the most, like, inspiration when it comes to love and music?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to hear more songs about love from you.
Yeah, love, music, stuff like that.
How about, you see yourself diving ever to the toxic life, toxic music scene? Do you ever just want to write a song like a fuckboy anthem?
I actually have a few. They ain't been put out yet, and some people on my team, they're like, we need to put that out. And I'm like, dude, the person gonna know I'm talking about them, but I don't care.
Yeah, no drama.
Yeah, there's some that's like really like, fuck you. Actually, it's called Fuck Off. Yeah,
I need that song. Remember my own personal, like, ooh, thank you, yes, please. So what is a highlight of your career so far? Maybe you opened up for somebody or you collaborated with somebody?
My first big show, even though he's a hip hop artist, I opened up for Gucci in New York, and it was like sold out. It was so big. Yeah.
But you're an R&B singer.
I know. They had like a bunch of different artists there. They had like 5 R&B artists. Okay. And then they had a couple rap. And it was kind of almost like a festival, not just one. And he was like the main attraction.
So how big was that for you, knowing that you opened up for Gucci Mane? Like, were you nervous before you got on stage?
I was a little nervous, but I had 2 backup dancers. Because one of the songs we did was a little up-tempo. And they were like very like supportive and like, come on, you got this, let's go out there and do it. And it was just, it's hard to be nervous when you got them like,
yeah. So what's the vibes for 2023? Like, besides school, just focusing on the music, what's the vibes? Like, what do you really want to accomplish this year?
Man, I want to do so much. I want to do more shows. I want to go to more events. Like, I want to drop these projects. We have some videos coming out that's so great. Like, our videographer is amazing. So just working more. How
do you see your music evolving, or even just you as a person?
Right now, I dropped a song and it did really well, and then I didn't do music for a little while. We just did we took a lot of time.
We got to talk about the hiatus too.
Yeah.
Why did you take a break?
So I had a lot of things going on personally, and then like my brother, he got ALS, my little brother, and it's like Lou Gehrig's disease where your motor functions start to go out, and there's no cure, nothing like that. So that kind of hit us hard, and I was kind of in Maryland back here doing that back and forth. And then we had some issues legally with some songs we wanted to put out, just because we couldn't, the paperwork wasn't done correctly.
Was that a wake-up call for you?
Yeah,
because you're probably just out here releasing music, you're not even aware, like, oh shit, like,
yeah. And then it was like, right, and then we didn't have the correct paperwork, so that we had to wait for a little while too, just to make sure all of our ducks was in a row, so we wouldn't, have any more future problems. So those were really like the 2 things that took a toll. And then in that time I was just recording a lot and writing a lot. So the hiatus is over. Yes. New music just back to back. Yep. In that project too. That's 2023 back to back. What do you want people to know about Noell, and what makes her different from every other R&B artist on the scene? You know what? I think everyone. I think me being authentic. I'm a very authentic person. I'm very honest. I come from very humble beginnings. Like, we grew up in shelters, like homeless shelters. It was just my mom, 5 kids. Like, I've seen like how real ugly life can be. I got like a twin sister, and she's like, you know, in and out of rehab and stuff like that.
Like twin.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. Just very hard. Like, had a really hard upbringing, but I managed to like hustle through everything, pull myself out of everything. Really hard work, great work ethic, and then I'm just real passionate, real authentic. I don't know. I can only
imagine. You know, besides doing music, you're doing school, so I'm sure you come from like some really like grounding family.
Yep,
for sure. What does your family think of your music career?
Oh, they love it. They love everything I do.
They listen to every song?
Yes, every song. And they play it at every, like, you know, family.
I love that.
Outing, Thanksgiving.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's dope. Noelle, is there anything else you want to tell us on this platform?
Just to be on the lookout, because we come in with so much heat.
And we got All Bad dropping this Friday.
How
you feeling? Are you excited?
I feel good. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to
I'm so excited. I'm just excited. And then the video is so dope. Like, our videographer, his name is Calvin.
Can you give us some tease? Like, can you tell us what's gonna be in it?
I'm like burning somebody's house down.
I'm so proud of you.
With the man inside of it.
Oh, why? Ooh, I mean, all bad. It's all bad.
And then this video is like the song might not warrant the burn down, but it's like it's taken from a perspective too of just all women and what they have to go through in like dysfunctional relationships, and some men just deserve that. Like, yes, you deserve a little fire.
Was that any way inspired by Left Eye?
A little bit. I felt like smiling too in front of it, like the Waiting to Exhale when she was walking out, and she was kind of just like,
oh, I can't wait.
But the videographer, he did so good. Like,
and the outfits,
he edited too. Yeah, he edited. He did all of that himself. So, and he's just, I can't wait for everybody to see it, and I can't wait for people to see his work. You know?
Lovely. Well, thank you so much, Noelle, for being here.